Patricia McDougall, celebrity photographer, and my co-host
Tamara Madden from Little Ethiopia. How are you? You're back again, huh?
Oh my goodness!
It's been a long time to see you, huh?
Yes. I've been traveling. I'm gonna say I've been traveling. No joke, right?
Oh, that's great.
So it's good to be back, and you were holding it down while I was not here. For sure.
Yeah, I was here twice. Without you, it was tough for me anyway.
Yes. Oh, no, it wasn't tough. He had Matt, right? Did you have Matt on there?
Yeah, I had Matt. Andrea was me, yes.
Yeah, he had Matt, and Matt was doing his thing, and they were working out and talking about a whole lot of stuff. But anyway, we got a few things we're going to talk about today, and we're going to get started because we have been so busy. I know you've been doing things, but we're also going to go here live. So let me set it up a little bit, right? So we're here live in the studio, just letting you know, with Tamara Minton. So, hey, we just want to say, I'm coming back to you because we actually put on my Facebook page, right? Okay. But anyway, we just want to say a couple of things. It's good to be back, right? Taking a little break. I actually was out for a couple of days, so I know you know I was traveling. I went to Belize. I went to New York. I went to a couple of other places, and then I was local for sure. But more importantly, I want to say I just completed my chaplaincy with God Zoo, and definitely I was their official photographer, but more importantly, I received my chaplain license, so I was real happy to get that. So let's show some pictures of me with my graduation outfit on for sure, and that's me. For some of you know, I already posted on Facebook. So you can clearly see, and that's my girl Denise. She held it down. She actually did a prayer, and she's a part of the program as well with God Zoo. And that's me with my cap and gown. If you didn't know, yes, I am a chaplain. I know, right? That's right.
So you're a doctor too? Is that the PhD?
Yes, I am a doctor. That's right. And this is my group that we actually did a little presentation. The presentation was really powerful. I mean, seriously, that's all I'm going to say, right? You'll have to stay tuned because I'm actually going to have the actual the organizer, Dr. Diane. She's going to, her full name is Honorable Reverend Dr. Dan Moore Ebanks. She's actually going to join us on the show, hopefully next week. And I'm going to have her tell you all about the program, right? But anyway, in the meantime, it was an honor to be a part of it. And I invite you, if you're interested in receiving your chaplain license too, please inbox me or ask me more about the program. I'll be more to share it. Or if you are that special person and you want to be honored and you want to be their next honorable doctor, yes, please see me for that as well. Their program is awesome. They're actually going to start a program real soon. And that's going to be in October on the 18th to the 21st. So please, and that's going to be in Florida, but we might have one here in January as well. We're working on it. So for those of you who can't make it to the October one in Florida, we're actually going to bring it back, the program to the D.C. Area in January, hopefully. If not, maybe even December. Who knows, right? But anyway, if you're interested in the program, let me know to receive an honorary doctorate. Or if you're interested in being a chaplain and you want to participate and you or somebody who is dedicated, gives back, and doing a lot of community service, and you have a field and you have a business and you want to improve, to connect with, some really, really important people, you'll have to see me on that one for sure.
Well, it's a diverse group I see here, from different, you have some from a Ghanaian
yes,
ambassador.
Yeah, so let's show the book. She's always showing the book, so I want to show it's Empower You. They empower me, for real, seriously. I mean, we talked about so many different programs while I was in there, and so I want to give a big shout out to her and all the crew that actually was out there with me. They're a prayer line for sure. They definitely, if you have something you want to talk about and you want to bring it, and you don't have anybody to talk to, they will call you 24/7 like they did to me, right? But anyway, let's move right along, right? So, and this is another thing they actually put in the magazine, as you can see, Tamron.
Yeah, I see.
They actually had me in
All
there.
power people, huh?
The power people. Name some folks that's on there, Tamron. How about that? You could just mention the names of the individuals
Well,
there.
I remember when we met you in White House 2 years ago, Valerie Jarrett meeting Miss Rahama. I remember that.
Who was it?
Valerie Jarrett, she was the senior advisor of President Obama.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit of who's on there.
Where there is Maxine.
Can we put that up on the screen for us again?
Maxine is very, very famous right now.
Yes,
she's been fighting with the president, so she's well known.
Yes, she is. She's doing wonderful things.
And I see also Ambassador Dr. Andrew Young Jr.
Yes, I'm actually going to be doing some things with him during Congressional Black Caucus, so stay tuned for that.
Fantastic. Dr. Maya Angelou was the
Dr. Maya Angelou, yes, I did.
Really very good. Amazing, amazing.
Yes, absolutely on that one, right?
So you have a lot of combinations. You have a basketball player, and you have an American producer.
Yes.
So it's very interesting.
And then just to kind of reiterate on the one with Maxine Waters, she was actually in there for a long time. So 2013 is not accurate, correct? So they're going to fix that.
She's been for a long time, yeah.
We will let them know. And the other pictures, as you clearly know, is Luke Gossip. He's an Academy Award winning, and Quincy Jones, and I mean, who's who, and Kobe Bryant is on the picture, and I mean, there's so much. But more importantly, they were just showing that I am God's official celebrity chaplain, photographer, and videographer, and so I just want to give a big shout out for them for actually nominating me for that part of the program, and also to let you know if you're interested in joining the program, we have a lot of information that I want to bring to you. So just inbox me for additional information. So we want to move right along, and I want to say something else completely different from that. Can we just show some pictures? I was actually on the water in Annapolis, and I want to show some pictures from that. It's actually beautiful. So I definitely had to give a big shout out to all the people who came out for that, right? And so if we can show some of those pictures, and if clearly you can see in the photos, we were having a wonderful time. Just want to kind of go through it real fast, right? And we were just hanging out by the water. It was a private event. There goes my girl Lynn, right? Karen. She is awesome, Vangelis. Right. So anyway, just want to give a big shout out to all who came out and was in the building. And we actually did a boat ride, and we actually did some fun stuff on the water. And I'll let my friend Denise, when she has time, she can tell you all about it. She could probably tell us who they are in the picture. But anyway, moving along to, I am holding a big family reunion. I know, big family reunion. And if you are a part of the McDougal, the Fairweather, and the Murphy crew, please, if you're interested in going to Belize and you want a tour guide, that would be me. Right? What do you think about that, right?
That's good.
So if you want to see Belize in its true origin, I mean, absolutely. We're going to head into Belize. This is going to be next July, 2019, and we're going to head into Belize in the mainland, which everybody goes in and get off the boat, and they just see Belize right there. So I'm going to really take you into Belize. How about that? We're going to have fun, meet and greet the family members, and then when I'm going to take you the next day, we're going to have some fun that night, and then the next day we're actually going to go over to Key Corker, which is an island with lots of water and fun and sun, and we're going to have a wonderful time just networking and getting to know each other. I mean, I already started the page, and we have about 50-something people, family members who have joined us. So I want to invite all of you, if you have not participated in the group, please join the group, because we have a lot of exciting things that we're going to do. And we're also going to be heading down, once we get back from Key Corker, which is a beautiful island that has blue blue water. You can go snorkeling. You can do about anything. You can do whatever you want to do. It's just lounge by the water. Like you saw my pictures. I just came back from Belize. It was actually wonderful. But anyway, skipping forward, after we come back from Key Corker, we're going to have some fun back at the hotel. And then from the hotel, we're going to move from the next day at the, partying a little bit in the hotel in the islands by the water. Once the sun comes up, we're going to have some fun stuff scheduled as well. Then we're going to move on to Placencia. If those of you who do not know where Placencia is, it's like going here. It's like going to the beach, like Annapolis or something like that, right? So you definitely don't want to miss the Placencia trip, because from there we're going to have scheduled bus rides and trips where you can go into the mountains and you can actually see the Maya ruins, or you can go snorkeling, or you can go horseback riding, or you can just go into the mountains and just see the beautiful scenery from the waterfalls and et cetera, et cetera. And I will mention with the hotels next week of where we're going to be staying. So I want to give a big shout out. Hopefully you can join me. And we have it for friends and family too. If you want to join us, you can. So it's a friends and family too. More importantly, it is a family reunion, and we want to bring out the family and get to know and meet each other. But friends of the family are welcomed as well. So big shout out to whoever already joined me on my group Facebook page. I want to thank you for that. I look forward to you joining me on in Belize in July. That's the 4th of July weekend. It starts on the 5th and ends on the 12th. So pack your bags now, and I will give you details. Just inbox me if you want additional information. But anyway, hey, let's go turn it over to Tamron. So Tamron, and I'll show you some pictures if you don't know where Belize is. It's located in Central America, and it's not really expensive to get there, but the place is, absolutely beautiful. And I'm looking forward to going back and networking with my family. And not only that, but the food is good.
When were you there last time?
I was just there like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't see
I was trying to share some pictures.
Okay, yeah,
and maybe
go ahead. Why don't you share it? Yeah.
No, we're going to be able to share it, but we want to bring Tamron in because Tamron has a lot to talk about. And then we're going to come back to me, and I'm going to share some pictures with you from the family reunion. Not the family reunion. We'll show some pictures from that, so you know. I did send you some pictures of my family. Can you share some of the pictures?
That'd be good.
Yes. Can we? I forgot I did send some, just
good.
a few, but you'll have to get with me to see the rest. So this is when I went down. My aunt died and passed, and so I had to go to Belize. And so this is just some of the family members. We went to restaurants and met up with a few. And that's Aaliyah. That's actually the first time she actually drove. I'm going to say a go-kart. Every day now, since we got back, she's like, when I get that car, I'm like, I don't think so. You better go get your license. How about that? But anyway, she's gonna actually take a license exam, and she's gonna be able to drive a real car officially. So maybe by the time we get to Belize, she'll be driving everybody back and forth to the beach from the hotel. How about that? So I'm gonna actually have her with that project. Right? But anyway, moving along, we're going to bring it over to Tamron, and then we're going to come back to me, and I'm going to share some pictures with you from Belize.
All right.
And I just want to say three things before I forget. I had a couple of people. My condolences to my uncle. He was in New York and he passed, and I actually had to go to New York, so my condolences to the family. I probably said it before, and I didn't show a lot of pictures because, actually it's a delicate situation, right? But I want to give a shout out to them. Much love to the family. It was good seeing everybody. And then when I went to Belize, that was for my aunt, and that was a big shout out to my aunt for the family that I was able to see. And I was I'm sad to see her pass. I mean, we do so much. My aunt Cynthia has been coming to and from Belize to the homeland here and spent a lot of time here with the family. And she was trying to actually get back to see my uncle who had passed to go to the funeral, and she did not make it herself. So I was back and forth between New York and Belize. Then I had a dear friend, his name is Brett Francis, who I've known for like a million years, and he passed, and his memorial service is going to be at the end of August, so I will fill you in on that too, and we were friends for a long time, so I was a little sad for a little bit, and so that's why you haven't seen me on the show, but I'm back now, and I'm up and running, and I hope to get my energy back up in that aspect, and so I think by putting the family reunion together, it'll kind of bring us closer, because we want to spend time with our family. It's so important, and just having them around and getting to know each other, and people who don't know each other, we want to get to know each other. So please spend time with your family, because you don't know how long they're going to be here. And so I just wanted to say that. But Tamron?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Over to you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm so sorry to hear about that is a member of your family.
Go ahead.
I would like also to express my condolence for two of our honorees died. I'm sure you know Harry Jones.
Yes.
Yeah, he passed away.
Harry Jones.
Yeah, he's a deputy. He was a deputy director of the African American Civil War Memorial.
No, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
he
Did you have
passed
a
away.
picture?
Yeah, I have. Well,
Oh, I'm so
didn't
sorry,
And
yeah.
also
Uh-huh.
a lady, a famous Ethiopian heroine, also she passed away, and her body was taken to Ethiopia. So we lost two honorees from Little Ethiopia, and we're very, very sorry. And
Oh, my
hope they have peace for
condolences,
their
yeah.
family. Yeah.
Yes, I've been so busy with my family, I didn't even,
Yeah, yeah.
hear about that. Yeah, so thank you for sharing that.
So, my friend, are you going to go ahead and put these pictures for us so that we can speak about the new Prime Minister of Ethiopia, the famous Prime Minister of Ethiopia now? He's just shaking Africa, really, left and right. That's
Yes,
him.
wow. And who
Yeah,
is that?
the Prime Minister is just receiving, exchanging the Ethiopian
Okay,
flag from the former one.
okay.
He's a young man. He's 42 years old. I'm sure you might have seen all the news now about his effort to bring peace with Eritrea, and he went to Asmara, Eritrea, and then now the president of Eritrea is also in Ethiopia, is making a visit. So it's an amazing event. Two major enemies for over 20 years.
Okay.
And for a small border issue, almost 100,000 people were killed about 20 years ago. Now this gentleman is really changing everything. I walked into an Ethiopian grocery earlier called the Wasenelesh International, and I picked up this shirt. It's made for his honor here.
Oh, it's very nice.
That is the president of Eritrea,
Okay.
holding the spears. And here are some of the exchanges when he was in Ethiopia. So this is very interesting. Now the Prime Minister is going to be visiting, will be meeting with the Ethiopian diaspora at the convention center on July 20th. He's going to be meeting here, and then he will go to California the next Tuesday on the 29th. And then he will go on the 30th to Minnesota. He's been very popular. This is the chairman of the parliament.
The chairman.
The
Oh, okay.
I think, but I think he should drive. And then here is the president of Eritrea and the new prime minister of Ethiopia.
Very nice.
That's him.
And you said he's coming here?
Yes, he's coming. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's become so popular, you just can't believe it. I mean, probably he's considered to be the next Mandela. I mean, he's an amazing guy. I mean, he went to Eritrea. We had a long history of battle and fighting.
Wow.
You know? So he's doing an amazing job. So the community is very happy. He's getting international recognition. I just got a tweet from one of a Republican guy who sent me that the ambassador Nikki Haley also congratulates and saying that she was very happy to see Ethiopia and Eritrea made peace after 20 years. So it's been very, 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 very fantastic activities being done. He's gone to several countries. He went to Somalia. He went to Djibouti. He went to Kenya. He went to Yerusalem. This is a big rally held for him. And he's with the president of Eritrea.
Okay,
and he's touring the. I think this should be Sudan. When he was in Sudan, he was sitting with the former prime minister of Ethiopia, who was before him. This is with Kenyan president, and he's touring. I believe this was in Kenya. He's signing documentation with the Eritrean president. These are some of activities in Eritrea. Okay. And these are his family members, and the gentleman next to him is the one who been working with him. And this is in Djibouti.
Mm-hmm.
Sam
and this
here.
one?
Sam should be in Djibouti, being welcomed. Here is in Eritrea. The Ethiopian Airlines probably went there.
Tell me his name again. Tell me his name again.
Dr. Abiy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Dr. Abiy Ahmed. He's speaking at the parliament. There he is.
Okay. And what is he doing there?
He's exchanging. I can't see. Probably he's. Okay, just passed.
Uh-huh.
He's the same with the Eritrean president. I think the most recent news. This is a rally, but unfortunately, when he made a big rally in Addis, a bomb was overthrown on him. But some people tried to assassinate him, but he's saved, and I hope he just keeps himself very careful. But everybody will not be happy. Some will be people will not be happy. But in my opinion, for the effort we are doing here, the Pan-African movements in Washington, D.C., as you know, we do a lot of programs in Washington, like wreath-laying ceremonies twice a year, and the Black History Month and the Pan-African holiday celebration. This will have an impact and will be an example to other African countries. If they continue like this is a great hope for Africa. They can do a lot of work. Now, by combining efforts between the East African countries, Kenya, Ethiopia, Sudan, Somalia, and the others, they can develop the Red Coast.
Right.
It can be a great tourist attraction. So his positive impact is huge, and everybody is happy. Everybody is running around to welcome him. There is a committee established in the Ethiopian embassy. I dropped by last Monday and I talked to some of them. There are a group divided into two. One group of journalists and another group, the committee members, organizing themselves to welcome him at the convention center in July 28th. I hope you will be there.
What's the date?
28th.
No, I will not be in town.
Where you going again? Where are you going?
I stay busy. I got, what is it, a Sunday?
I believe so. Let me see. What day is it?
Look, he has to get the date from me right now. I think I'm busy that
Convention
day.
Center on July 20th. What
Yes.
day is that? That's
the
Sunday?
20th? Yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, we're going to come back to it. So tell us a little bit. Go ahead. It's okay. We'll see the date.
It's amazing. I mean, the whole thing is amazing. I mean, especially the last 3 years, the Ethiopian committee was very, very much concerned about news coming from Ethiopia, trying to showcase our differences. People were talking about, maybe some of you might have heard about it. We have also discussed it on the air several times.
Okay.
They were talking about Oromos splitting with the rest of the country, all this and that. That was a big problem, and there was a big fear. Here, this guy came in and said, love. And this is one I just picked from the
shirt, right,
the shirt.
yes.
Look, it says,
okay.
It says love, you see?
So what does it say? Oh, that's nice. Yes. So what does it say on it? It has words on it.
Love, it's just love.
Okay.
He said, let's go. In the Amharic says, وَدَ فِكْر guzo, which means journey towards love.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And
you said you just got that?
Yeah, I just picked that one. I just want to pick up drink, soda. Here I found it. And this is another one that says, Kagon Hulachin.
What is he doing? He's showing you his shirt?
Yeah, I'm showing you.
All right, okay.
Which means this is giving us a certainty that everybody's behind him. So, I mean, in the Ethiopian community, it's just a miracle happening right now.
Okay,
a miracle happening.
okay.
Because, most of the time, what you hear from Africa is, most of the time, there will be some negative. There will be maybe some war. There might be some, issues and medical problems and other. But this time, it's completely different. With hearing positive information, love, working together. He has gone all the way to Egypt. He has been everywhere, literally, and we are really looking for him to come here, and it's amazing. We're very, very happy. Especially, his coming to Washington would be very, very important because Washington, D.C. is the sister city of Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The capital city of
yes,
Ethiopia.
It is.
Which
Absolutely.
we have in the past done a lot of activities, and also the citizens of Washington, D.C. have made great impact in the history of Ethiopia because they welcomed the former Emperor Haile Selassie for 6 state visits. He came in 1954 as a hero after he was successfully entered his city after 5 years of war. And then in 1963, at that time he was welcomed by President Eisenhower, who himself has gone into combat in the Second World, like the emperor. And the second time, he was welcomed as a big hero because he united the African nations together as a leader. And in the past, in 2013, I remember we had 2 or 3 Ethio mixer USAs to defend the emperor because everybody was telling us the emperor made a mistake in organizing the African Union. At that time, it's called Organization of African Union. Because he said at that time, if the emperor wanted, he could have made United States of Africa. He could have made Africa one. But that was too early. And now it looks like it's going to happen because there is a plan to make all Africa one nation. I mean, to United States of Africa.
Yes.
That is planned in 2060. So this is a great hope for that purpose. So this success is not only about Ethiopia, it's a success of Africa. When we are saying the success of Africa, it includes all black people because all black people in the world was very happy, were depending and praying for the success of Ethiopia when Ethiopia went battle with the Italians two, 3 times. And so the impact that's going on in Ethiopia will have also impact in all African countries and also the diasporas, including the Caribbeans and the United States of America, because the Caribbeans and the Americans are both who, especially those elites who are educated, who are following and using Ethiopia as a source for their fighting against apartheid, against racism, segregation, all kind of things. So it's really very, very important. So I can let you go. Did we finish all our pictures, sir? Yeah. All right, good. So
I have okay.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, Tamron he is just a walking book with history, boy. He could tell you a story about history, about what's going on, and right down to World War II.
Yeah.
Probably World War III. You definitely know your stuff, Tamron, so I commend you for that.
Yeah, because you see,
seriously,
we do the 2 wreath-laying ceremonies. One you do in March 1 or 2. That is because Ethiopia successfully defeated the country and kept in sovereignty because of Emperor Melik defeated the Italians. And then after 40 years, when the Italians came back to recolonize Ethiopia, the emperor did the same, but it took us 5 years to fight.
Wow.
So in those 5 years, all black people were concerned what will be the outcome. Would the Italians gonna stay, will take over Africa? And if they do, since Ethiopia was the only free country in Africa, the whole Africa would have been colonized. So these are very important.
I'm definitely saying it's definitely important. So I commend you for knowing your history. My goodness, and since starting the show, I know I could tell you stories about Ethiopia.
Yeah, thank you.
For sure.
And that's why you see we are combining it. For instance, in February we are doing the Black History Month. It's not only the Black History Month we are celebrating, but we include Yekkatit 12 because on February 19th, when an attempt was made to assassinate the General Graziani, when a bomb was overthrown to him, in the next 3 days, he killed over 30,000 Ethiopians.
Wow.
Especially, he selected and killed all the educated. By the time, at the end of the war, literally Ethiopia has a handful of educated Ethiopians.
Wow.
So, these are very critical and very important.
No, I totally agree. So, absolutely. So
because this is the history, this is our part. And then here in Washington, there was a big activity going on around the Shaw, U Street area by an Ethiopian doctor called Malaku, who organized the African Americans to raise money, to campaign and everything. So very important. That's why I always repeat these again and again.
He does.
So the next generation will follow it,
Well, I tell you what, if they follow my show, they're going to sure find it.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Okay, so we're going to move right along. I have some other stuff. I send you some additional pictures if you don't mind sharing them. Let's talk about the Temptations. I don't know if you actually put the Temptations up, but if those of you who have not seen the Temptations, oh my goodness. If you like to hear the music, that's Otis. Yes, that is the original person, I guess artist, singer, whatever you want to call him. That's the gentleman who was sitting next to him. He's actually the person who helped them to become famous. If you see the pictures, if you could put it back up, that's Otis, and he is the original singer. Can you believe that? And actually, I got to meet him, and that's the person sitting next to him who actually helped him. Let me get his name so I can get it straight. So his name is, Otis Williams, of course. He's from the Temptations. And this was actually at the Kennedy Center that I was actually, I went to see the show. But if you haven't seen the show and you want to go to see the show, I think it's there until the end of July. And if you want to hear some music and you don't want to sit in your seats, you better go get yourself a ticket, because I'm going to tell you, that was one of the baddest shows I've seen in a long time. And it's so funny, I didn't even see the whole show. I only saw half the show because I was at another event. and I didn't make it back in time. So I'm going to make it a point to get another ticket and actually go back out and see the show again. So I want to say, if you haven't seen it, you definitely want to, to go out and see the show. Right? Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I'd like
yes.
to see it. I'm gonna go see it.
You better go get your ticket, right?
I'll get a ticket, yeah.
Okay, and so I want to show I want to show the picture that I sent you of the family reunion tree. So if you can send that one up, this round and it's blue, and so this is getting back to my family reunion stuff, right? So this is the McDougal Murphy Fairweather Family Reunion Belize in 2019. Save the date. July 5th to the 12th, 2019. It's going to be something else. If you want to have an experience of going to an island and really truly enjoying it and seeing Belize in its true beauty, you must get yourself on board with this one for sure. It's in Belize City, it's in Key Corker, and it's going to be in Placencia. If you can make all of those, you'll get to see the Mai ruins, you'll get to see the blue water, and you'll get to meet and greet some family members that you have never met. You may get down there and meet some family who you didn't even know you related to, and you may say, oh my goodness.
I'll check my DNA because DNA.
Right, DNA, right? DNA, you never know. So if you're in any one of those pictures there that you can see up on the screen and you can identify anybody, please inbox me to see if you can get a part of that group, because we definitely have a family member group. And if you're a friend of the family, we welcome you too, because it's going to be awesome. So let's show some pictures of Belize. When I was in Belize, thank you so much for showing that. You can see all my pictures. So that's me in the water. I know you guys can't see it, but you have to go and see the show. It's going to be live in a little bit. And these are my cousins when I actually was down there. And so, and this is me. I didn't give you that picture with the bag in it, but it's okay. That's my bag. That's my camera bag, as you can clearly see. Yeah. And let's hold it right there. This is M&D's restaurant. Yes, M&D's restaurant. Can we back it up a little bit? Now, you talk about some food. Oh, my goodness. If you get to M&D's restaurant, yes, that's my cousins right there, right? Okay. You definitely want to go to that restaurant right there. It's right down there, right when you're going by the water. I don't know what street it's on, but if you're in Belize and you want some really good food, I'm telling you, like, I didn't even get to see it all and taste it all and get to experience it, but you can have lunch, you can have dinner. They're there all day long. So you definitely want to get up early in the morning and get yourself some, I guess, fly jacks and all that stuff, and they could probably tell you the rest of them, right? Being an American Belizean, I could probably mess it all up. But it's all right. They know. They're going to post it on my page. And we're going to actually, in the family reunion, we're going to spend some time on our way back. And latter part of the reunion, we're going to actually come over there and have a family reunion right there at M&D's restaurant, so you can get to taste the food, because it's absolutely delicious. And can we show the other pictures? I know I kind of cut you off a little bit, right? And so I want to definitely show you those pictures, right? So anyway, so this is my cousins, and they're actually in Belize, and this is Key Corker. As you can see, yes, they have sand in Key Corker. They have beautiful water in Key Corker. I mean, all over Belize, of course, because usually when people get in, and this is going to be the little area where we're going to be hanging out, at the top and the bottom, all around the sands. And this is Miss Leah chilling by the water. I mean, not by the water, but walking and ready to go to the beach, right? And so we're excited to actually bring folks back to there, so they can really get a really synopsis of the beauty of the country, right? And I mean, you can go anytime. You don't have to wait for me. But I'm saying, if you want to come with me, I'm going to actually give you a real tour of beautiful Belize. But anyway, tell us, Tamron, getting back to you, tell us a little bit about what you've been doing. I know you had sent a picture of your website, and you have a lot of stuff on there for your magazine, right? Yeah. And so tell us a little bit about that.
Well,
just a little bit.
Mostly I do the same thing, advocating and showcasing Ethiopian issues, Ethiopian-related issues, which you can find mostly on our magazine called littleethiopia.org.
Yes.
You can check it at littleethiopia.org, and we like to create, bridge the gap amongst communities. That's why we work with you guys and all the other people. So that's what we are doing most of the time. And next time we'll come well prepared and give more information, and we'll give you updates.
About the website and what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
What is your next mixer? I know we always have a mixer.
We're going to do a mixer after the Prime Minister leaves, because I want if you give me a minute, I want to send the 2 pictures of those who passed. And
absolutely,
then
yeah. He's going to send you some pictures of what he's been doing as well. But anyway, I have a little video I want to share, because I actually was at one of the festivals here, and you definitely can identify with this lady, because she is awesome. So if we can upload that would be awesome. Thank you. She is awesome. But anyway, Tamara, that was just give you some music and let you know that there are lots and lots and lots of things going on here in the D.C. area. So many to name, but so many places you can be. And so we're really happy that you're actually tuning in right about now and listening to us on Listen Vision, because, you know, they have so many. Listen Vision has a lot of programs here on the show. I just want to give a big shout out to Jeremy, because you can come in here and you can actually, if you want to be a singer, you can actually go downstairs and do voiceovers. I mean, there's a lot you can do here, and then there's lots of shows before and after my show. So please tune in later, now, and for all the shows for that matter, because they have a lot to offer, and we don't want you to miss anything for sure. And then Larry has another show too. He's actually live in the evening, I think it is. And so I know everybody knows Larry White. I actually do a lot of business with him. Big shout out to Larry. He's doing wonderful things, and he has a lot of stuff coming up. And sometimes he holds it down here when I can't make it or Tamara can't make it, and he actually comes onto the show and actually gives you you know, a really good show, and he brings on some really important people. And so we want to give a shout out to him for actually holding it down for me when I am not here, right? And so Tamron, did you actually? He's going to tell us a little bit more about what he's doing. So Tamron,
yeah, just give me I'm trying to send some pictures so that
he is going to send some pictures. But do we have any pictures that were sent yet? Right? Yes.
Okay, we can speak about those.
He has something to say, and we want to let Tamron mention it. Did you send it already?
Yeah, already.
Yes.
One more is coming, so we're going to go ahead.
But anyway, I was at a beautiful, how you say, a little picnic yesterday in the park. I didn't show. Oh, that's not yours. Tamron, is that your photo?
Yeah, that's
right
it.
there?
Okay.
Tell us who is that?
The lady, one of our, she was an honoree to play threat in front of the African American.
Okay.
In 2011. Actually, we started with her.
Okay.
The program. She passed away last week.
Sorry
at
to hear
86,
that.
yes.
At 86? She's from
Yes.
Ethiopia?
She's from Ethiopia.
Okay.
And she's that was the event held in front of the African American Civil War Memorial.
And who are the other people in the picture?
He's another hero, and then the guy on the right, I'm sure you have met him several times. He was the aide de camp for the event.
Okay.
His name is Sergeant Ashanabi.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
All right, so you can go to the next one.
Oh, not yet?
Okay, not yet?
Okay.
All right.
Well, we don't have a lot of time here on the show because we're actually chiming out because we have a minute, right?
The other thing about her is,
the
other thing about her is that I say maybe I'll bring it to you. Well, her father was one of the aggressive fighter of the war at the Ethiopian-Italian war.
Okay.
So he died fighting in the battle. When he died, the Italians took his decapitated head and showcased it in Rome. They cut off his head and showcased it in Rome.
Oh my goodness!
So
wow.
that was one of the pictures I sent. So, but next week we'll
next week he'll talk about that.
We'll
That
talk
seems a
about
little bit dramatic
because
to me.
this is very the days of the two members was really a great loss for our community.
I'm sorry to hear that. Absolutely, yeah. Boy, I tell you, that's real dramatic. They still do stuff like that.
Yeah.
In the country.
That's right.
Wow, I'm so sorry to hear. But anyway, so we're gonna say, every Sunday we're here. Tune in live. Tamron has a lot to tell you about what's going on in Ethiopia and his country. Yes. And also, I'll bring it to you for different things that are going on or in the community, in and about, internationally as well. And also to remember, if you are interested in being a chaplain, please contact me. Everybody knows how to inbox me. I'll be more than happy to share with you. And like I said, we want to empower you. So this is their magazine. If you want one, it's actually just a few dollars to donate. And it's a lot of information in it. As a matter of fact, they actually put a picture that I was in the picture with Obama. How cool is that, right? And everybody probably seen the picture already. But anyway, that was Obama when he was receiving, I guess, an award here at Howard University. How cool is that? But anyway, so big shout out to all, Empower You, and to Tamron, and for you tuning in today at Patricia McDougall on the scene, celebrity photographer, and Tamron Menon from?
Tamra Menon from Little Ethiopia. Please check us on littleethiopia.org.
Okay, chime in out. Patricia McDougall on the scene.